All right, mates, welcome back. Canelo Alvarez and Mr. Gennady Golovkin finalized their business in the ring last night and put an end to their saga.
And there's a huge amount of pressure on both guys. You know, for Gennady Golovkin, I guess fighting with one last roll of the dice to become undisputed champion.
Yeah, I feel very comfortable. I feel strong, I feel ready, guys. See you Saturday night.
A lot of pressure and a lot of feeling around this week that Gennady Golovkin might have a lot more chance than people are giving him credit for in this fight. I think we're going to see an unbelievable fight on Saturday.
Yeah, it's personal for me, and this is the way I am. It's personal for me because he talk a lot of things, and guys, that's why it's personal.
All right, so listen up. To me, this fight did not live up to my expectations as far as what I expected, and I can't blame Canelo on this. I think the blame goes to Golovkin not being able to function as he normally does. Now, Triple G did show signs of being slightly diminished, I will admit. Has time finally caught up to him? I was not impressed by Canelo's performance, considering he did have a diminished 42-year-old in front of him. Surprisingly, Canelo could not fully capitalize on a diminished Golovkin, but he tried his best. I believe Canelo lacked the IQ to set up the attempted KOs, and instead, at times, just threw the big shots that missed or had minimum effects against the aging Mr. Golovkin. Canelo was still a bit cautious with handling of Triple G, which I totally understand. I mean, he's fought him twice before. He has experience, and diminished age or not, Triple G is still a force to be reckoned with in the ring. As the first round started, actually the first two, I actually thought that maybe Triple G was pacing himself for later rounds. But by the third, it was quite obvious he was not pacing. He seemed to lack the fire, the rhythm, the bounce, etc., etc. I mean, there's not going to be any controversy to the decision on this fight, any which way you look at it. Canelo did win the fight. He was the man in control of the ring from beginning to end. Golovkin, I will say, I guess he did his best. And I believe he knew probably from the fourth round on that he couldn't pull the trigger. And maybe he was in slightly survival mode. But he had his moments and his times. Funny thing is, after the fact, when we can look back at things, we often see it more clearly. And I'm sure Canelo, when he looks back at this fight, he will see clearly that if he was to be a bit more tactical in his game and setting up things, there was a great possibility he might have been able to possibly hurt Triple G, TKO, or KO him. But I mean, the guy is still a very good boxer, and his mentality is still the same, although his body might not be able to do what the mind wants. And with that said, Canelo Alvarez and his poor performance, I highly doubt what he would be capable of doing with a younger, stronger, more aggressive Benavidez Charlo type. And I know that's just fantasy talk because I don't believe we'll ever see Canelo in the ring with any of those two people I just mentioned. All's well that ends well. There's no bad blood between the two and the fight is over. What happens to Mr. Triple G? Don't know. As far as Canelo, he might be running out of options real soon, considering he's not fighting certain styles of fighters anymore. And quite obviously now he's not fighting certain races of fighters anymore. He might just run out of human beings to fight if this thing keeps up. Anyway, that's all I got. Him out.